Oh, nice shot by Bruno. And Bruno had a couple of early marks, and now he's gone cold at the end of the game. Well, Steve Plant will have to rethink his strategy for the third ball. Bruno works out the half Worcester for a 10, a 114 for him in the first game. And Steve Plant trying to get as many as he can, and he gets 8 for a 109.
So it doesn't quite catch Bruno. Bruno leading in the 10 frame for the skin with a 10 box. It would appear Mike Gusti will be in the lead for total pinfall. He already is at 119.
Oh, great hit. Looked a little full when it went down there, but boy, you got everything but the 10 pin. Mike Gusti has an interesting leave too.
1-7-9-10. First, Dave will shoot at the 10. Oh, yeah, hang on. No.
Missed it. I was going to say it's important that he didn't knock it over because that keeps him alive for a 10 box at least.
Well, it looks like he may be the savior for this skin. But, ooh.
Oh,
yes, I understand. Well, I understand now. Okay, well, all right.
Dave not throwing the ball particularly well here in the end of this first game, so why not? Play the wood, make sure you create the carryover. So we'll have a $95 carryover skin to start game 2. Mike Gusti in the overall lead at 127. Bruno Defeo running second here on Candlepin Skin. Steve Plant is the big money winner so far at $130. Mike Gusti is also on the board with 95. Bruno and Dave hoping to change this around in game 2, but Mike Gusti is the overall pinfall leader. Everybody's still well in the match here. Steve Plant to lead it off in game 2. We have a $95 carryover skin to start this second game. Bruno Defeo has the half Worcester. Very rarely do you see a half Worcester and a piece of wood in the channel.
Did you see where that came from? Like it went into the pit and then it came back down on the left of the 7 pin.
Clean spare for Steve Plant. Gives himself the early advantage for the skin. Bruno trying to work his way out of another half Worcester. And he'll take an 8. So Steve Plant with the spare has the early edge here. Candlepin Skins brought to you in part by Tri-State Megabucks. And now with Mega Cash, choose your dream. Tri-State Megabucks. And how about that? Wow. For a backdoor strike for Mike Gusti. Is he going to win $95 on that strike? Yes, he is.
I don't think he'll take it.
I think he's already spent it, Dan. He's just doubled his winnings. He's up to $190 now. Where did that ball hit? I wasn't even sure when he threw it.
He was quite far to the left.
6 box for Dave Purcell. Dave's got to get some work done to get his streak continued. How about this strike? Right on the 2 pin. Sure, why not?
Yeah, it works.
$20 skin here in the second. Bruno Defeo. Great pocket hit, and he has a wobbling 6 pin. Steve Plant on a spare. Catches the head pin. He'll take at least 7. 7 it'll be. A couple of chances for spares here. Bruno gets his.
He was all over that one.
Thankfully for him, the wood was frozen in the back.
Meanwhile, Steve will shoot at the 2-4-5 with a piece of wood.
Oh, yeah.
2 in a row for him.
It'll take a strike to win the skin.
Usually, a lot of times you get a lucky strike like Mike just did, and then you bury one in the pocket and you get your double strike. Let's see if that happens in case of Mike.
Well, there's Dave Purcell. That's his first mark in about a month and a half here Well, not really. He had a bunch of them last week. Dave wins the skin. $20, his first of the day. Mike Giusti looking for spare on strike, and no.
Gives him Nate Phil on the strike, though, and he'll maintain the lead at least for a while. The other three bowlers all working on marks.
Dave's strike, only his second mark of the day, and the other one was 9 boxes ago.
There's no question about this one. Cleared him out in a hurry. Steve will fill the spare in the second.
Well, Dave Purcell is the one most in need of marks because he's running 4th right now. 6 fill for Steve Plant. Uh-oh. Bruno with just 1 on his spare. And that's the second time he's done that today. The other time wasn't on a spare.
I was just going to say, yeah, he took a 2-pin out or a 3-pin, one of those. $10 for Steve Plant, as he's trying to make a charge. 9 for Bruno Defeo. Bruno loses the effect of the spare in the second. $20 skin here in the third. Again, the cumulative 2-game total pinfall at the bottom of the screen, and you see Dave Purcell at 115 in need of marks. He'll be working on a strike here after Mike Giusti. Mike has the 178. Now Dave. Oh, not what he was looking for, but he'll have another ball to fill his strike. And Mike converts the spare. That was a difficult spare on the 178 too. Very nicely done by Mike. And look at that.
Got a little tickle on the 8-pin, but not enough. So the skin goes to Mike Giusti. And the 10 for Dave. Well, Mike has 2 of the 3 skins in this game, and that was a fine shot. $25 skin now here in the fourth. And Bruno Defeo trying to bounce back, and he gets his strike.
He's hanging tough.
It's his second strike of the day. Now Steve Plant just missing the head pin.
Shoot at the 4 horsemen left plus the 9. Much needed strike by Bruno. Fighting Steve and Dave for second place. But Mike is not that far ahead, although he's working on a spare.
And that'll be a 9 for Steve Plant. But the strike for Bruno Defeo leads for the skin. Had to wait a while on this 10-pin, though. Bruno doesn't have a skin yet today. Hoping to get one here. Oh, no. He won't get this one either. Dave Purcell with a big bomb. And Mike Giusti has one, too. Wow. This is Mike Giusti's strike. Pins flying all over the place here. So the carryover with strikes means we'll have a $50 fifth box.
That was Mike's strike. That was quick, but Dave's was even faster than that. And Steve will bowl here in the 5th. And let's see.
Well, he's going to have a shot at the 178 also. Oh, Bruno was a little full on that shot. He got away with it. For the spare, Steve Plant. And no. Bruno will take 7 on his strike. Steve Plant records a 10. He's trying to hang on to second place right now. Bruno with 8. Bruno's right behind Steve, though, just 4 pins back. Mike Giusti still in the overall lead, as you see, and working on a strike.